are visiting today Ferretti 700 from 2012. This boat has 4 cabins for 8 guests and she's now seriously for sale. The boat is an unused boat with very low engine hours, very clean boat, unscratched. So we are starting our video today on board the Ferretti 700 from the bow. We anchored at a sheltered anchorage on an isolated island just east to the Turkish coast. And let's go into the details. So we have 2 windlasses here from Lou France. Each one is connected to a chain. One of them is 70 meter and the other one is 90 meter, the one at the starboard side. Each chain is connected to ultra anchor from stainless steel. It looks like that. The other one is deep there in the water. Each one of them is with 45 kilos. And I'm turning the camera. There is a big fishing trawler here, and here we can see this beautiful sunbathing area. Now, as you can see, the windows seems not clean, and the reason for that is when we came here there were many splashes, so what you see is actually salt water which dried on the windows. Now this is why also the gel coat looks a little bit dull, but it might need a little bit of polishing. I'll show you in an area which was not splashed. Good condition of the window connection. If you know my videos, I always point this item because it's important. There is a storage place here just for cleaning materials, deck equipment. Very easy and very nicely folding back. Oops. And we proceed astern, and here you can already see the condition of the gel coat without the splashes of the salty water. Now, another thing that you will notice on this boat, that the teak decks are in amazing condition. I'm not sure if it's the original. I have a feeling that it has been changed over the years. It's thick, it's healthy, and it has many years ahead to serve this boat. We will move further more astern, and here we are at the aft deck. It's a beautiful aft deck, and here again it's a good sample, this table, to see the condition of the teak. It's made of solid teak. Beautiful table, beautiful sitting area. There is a new upholstery for shading, as you see all around. Now it's folded, but it feels totally new. You can also see the ceiling. It looks beautiful. Now we move a little bit astern, and we are just above the the water platform, quite generous water platform. There are 2 cradles here that can be removed, which are holding the dinghy. It's a 3.5 meter dinghy with 40 horsepower Yamaha engine. And when you remove the cradle, you can place some sunbathing chairs. Very nice. Now the crane which is serving this dinghy is just above my head. Here we are, and here you see the Marshall Island flag, which the boat is registered under Marshall Island. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Ferretti, you can see this water platform is actually another kind of a storage place. This thing is going up, and you have a big storage place for kayak, for fenders and so on. Very practical. And these stairs are folding up, going up electrically from here and actually closing the aft deck for safety. Now we will move from here to check the Flybridge, and from just before that I want to show you the control station for a Mediterranean anchorage, or to stern to as we call it, and it has the throttles of the engines and the bow thruster, very convenient for the captain for the last stage of the mooring action. And we are moving to the port side, and here again same familiar system from Ferretti and other manufacturers. The whole cleats are hidden. There is a capstan here and a place for the lines, so everything is kept tidy and nice. Let's have a quick look at the port side, and from here you can certainly see this was this part which less suffered the splashes on the way here of the salt water, so you can see how shiny the gel coat feels, alive and nice. Another small place for ventilation, for storage place, which is this one. And from here we will head up into the Flybridge. So here we are at the Flybridge. Beautiful day, beautiful water, turquoise water, a little bit of breeze. Now we have a round table here with round seat around, and sunbathing area down here, and a little bit of a exposed deck area. You can place a chair or two here, and when the crane is settled, this will be the place for the Benzazzoni crane arm. You can also see the mast with all the navigation equipment, a satellite receiver for TV mainly, radar antenna, GPS antenna, a back searchlight, and another dummy satellite cover, and of course the VHF antennas. Let's turn the camera forward. Now we don't have the Bimini today. This is beginning of April. The season not yet started here, but there is a very good condition Bimini covering most of the Flybridge area and providing a lot of shade. Now what we see here is the following. We have a small sink, and we have an electrical barbecue down here, and this thing can be closed, and you have a small service area. Moving forward, there is a small additional sunbathing bed here, and there is arrangement that the crew made for hanging laundry, which probably will be cancelled as the season will start, with another door hatch that will lead you directly into the salon. And before we dive into the navigation equipment details, let's have another quick look forward to the Fore Deck. Beautiful Fore Deck, very nice and good size for this kind of boat. And this is the Flybridge helm station. It has anything the captain needs in order to navigate this boat safely. Let's quickly go over the instruments. All the instruments here are coming from Faruno. We have a chart plotter here, which you can screen also the radar information. We have a general display from Faruno, which can display the depth and the speed of the boat and the apparent wind. Analog gauges for the main engines from MAN, each one with 1,350 hours and with very low engine hours. I will explain more as we go into the engine room. Of course, the throttles, autopilot, bow thruster, VHF, and down here we have the quick control that you can control your anchors from here, and searchlight, small joystick for the searchlight, and again the good old system from Ferretti. You can change and hide the display if you have big splashes of water, or just for when it's not needed. It's protecting the instruments. Very clever, working very well. We can see the searchlight just behind the perspex shield, and I think that's about it. A small feature here on the table. This you can turn around, and this will be a safe place for glasses not sliding when the boat is rolling. And let's go back into the main deck and go to explore the interior of this boat. Another great view of the aft deck. And we are heading down into the salon. Now, just before we turn to see the salon, what we see there is the door to the crew area, which we will visit lastly. And underneath here there is a big hatch leading to the engine room, and there is another entrance to the engine room with a ladder from here. I will explain about it more when we will actually be inside the engine room. And we are heading into the boat, and this is obviously the salon. It's a beautiful salon. It's very well kept. All the pieces of furniture are in great condition. Actually looks like new. Very rarely to find any scratch. The upholstery here is from white quality leather. There is a Bose system for music, as you can see there, and there is an pop-up TV from Sharp. The boat is in immaculate condition. Let's move forward slowly, and then again you can see the condition of the interior. It's fantastic. It feels pretty much new. Now here are the stairs that can take you to the Flybridge directly from this area. A little bit of storage spaces here, which stores the plates and some tableware, and a good dining indoor seating area that will easily seat around 8 people. And from here we will turn left and we will check the galley. Nice galley, very proportional for the size of the boat. There is a small crack here on the marble. This is something that can be changed, not a big deal. The whole piece can be changed. And again, very good storage area for spices. And there is a Bosch stove here, and underneath Bosch oven, and down here there is a dishwasher and additional storage all around. And further forward there is a huge fridge with very big freezers. Somehow it is locked here. Oh, yeah, I found a way. This is a huge freezer here, and the other side is the fridge, this size. Yep. This machine is from General Electric, and let's have a last quick look at this Galley. Very good light. And on my right hand side there is a door, it's electrical door, which is also nice because you can open it while you're cooking to ventilate the smell of cooking and to have fresh air. And there is a sliding door as you move into the pilot house, so you can separate the Galley and still have some fresh air, or you can open the window here, which is already in the pilot house. Now, as we said that, we are already in the helm station, the internal helm station, here in the port side, and we can see the ship alarm control for bilge, smoke, all kinds of different operations. This is the famous screen of Ferretti, which you can operate nearly every system from here. You can start your generator, stop your generator, open the air conditioning system, and have indications for fuel levels and so on. Let's quickly see what else we have here. It's the VHF radio, a general display from Ferruno, digital information for the man engines, different from the ones that we saw on the Flybridge, which were analogs, and two very big screens. One will display the chart plotter, the other one will display the radar. This is the control buttons to operate the chart plotter, and of course another station for the autopilot, searchlights, and last is the throttles and the bow thruster. So you have pretty much everything that you need in order to control the boat from inside, and that's very good. Now let's have another last quick look at this dining table from a different angle. And we are diving back inside, and we will start with the VIP cabin. Just a quick location instructions. The VIP cabin is there, one guest cabin here, one guest cabin here on the left side, and on my right hand side and behind is the master cabin, which we will do lastly. So let's step forward, cross all this short corridor, and check the VIP cabin. Very nice size VIP cabin. Again, the boat is super clean, doesn't have any bad smells. There is an escape hatch here which can provide also fresh air and fresh light. And now the blind is closed. TV here, you can watch TV from the bed. And I'm turning, and before that you have port lights in both sides that can be opened for fresh air when the boat is anchored, and it's allowed to do so. And here on the starboard side there is a nice beautiful ensuite, super clean, super well maintained, odorless. This is the floor of the shower, which has protection all around. You can slide it this way to avoid splashes. There are two pieces like this, so it's completely closed, and the whole ensuite can stay dry. We are going back into the corridor. We finished our tour in the VIP. Just the last item is that the VIP is separated with this door, so the ensuite and the cabin is one compartment. Now here on the starboard side there is additional ensuite, or actually bathroom, because it is separated from the cabins with the same size shower here on the floor, toilet and sink, very clean, quite spacious. This arrangement with the shower is quite clever because it's giving a lot of extra space for when the shower is not used, extra space for the people, for the person who is using the toilets or the sink or just as a dressing room. So this bathroom is serving these two cabins, this twin cabin and another twin cabin here. And let's have a little bit of a more detailed look. A little bit of suitcases here and two good sized beds and two port lights here on the port side, and very big storage which we will not open now because of the suitcases, TV, additional storage space underneath here and here. And let's move into the last guest cabin. Now this last guest cabin on the starboard side has two banks, one here and the other one is here, with the legs stretched under the top bed. Very large storage space here. Basically also this storage is used for towels, bed sheets, pillows and so on. Two windows here, port lights and a lot of storage for the guests in this cabin. And then again, look at this wood condition all around. There are no defects, no scratches. The boat is very, very clean, also on the white surfaces, also on the stairs. Super well maintained. Same for the leather. This boat has very good life. Had very good life so far. So we are stepping down 3 stairs to the starboard side and a little bit backwards astern, and here we are in this beautiful master cabin. It's a full beam master cabin which is located amidships. There are very large windows in both sides and also port lights to provide fresh air in both sides. Lots of storage space, as you can see, on the port side and underneath there, also under the bed. Good sized TV screen from Sharp and a Bose music system. You can see one speaker here and one speaker there. Very nice, very large master cabin. There is a sofa here with white, good quality leather and additional storage space in here. Hanging drawer, very large hanging and deep hanging drawer. And let me explain something about noise reduction in this boat. The master cabin is located amidship, and there is a big separation between the master cabin to the engine room. First of all, it's the ensuite of the master cabin, which we are stepping in. Looks beautiful, clean. The shower. And what is separating us from the engine room is still the crew accommodation. So that provides a very big buffer of noise reduction between the master cabin to the engine room. Another port light here. Let's open the shower. A little bit deep down. Nice shower. I would add here another light. It looks a little bit dark, but aside from that, it's fine. And here is a good opportunity to see again the master cabin from a different angle. Fantastic cabin. Okay, so that was the guest accommodation, the master accommodation, and from here we will go and check the last part of the boat, which is the engine room and crew accommodation. Crossing again the dining area, and here we are. Last look at this beautiful salon, and we were going astern and diving down into the engine room. Now it's a small engine room, but yet very convenient, and considering the size of the boat, everything is quite accessible here. What we see in front of us is the water maker from Hidromar. It will produce 180 liters per hour. Underneath there is one Kohler generator. This generator has 20 kilowatts, and with only 880 running hours, which is quite amazing. And here at the starboard side there is another generator from Onan with 16 kilowatt, and this one has approximately 1,560 hours, which again very low engine hours for the age of the boat. Now in the heart of this engine room there are two MAN engines. As you can see, they are very well treated, and also here we find the very low engine hours, only 880 hours. There is an alpha level system here for fuel polishing, fuel separation. This machine is making sure that fuel from the tanks will arrive clean, without water and without any particles, to the main engines. And behind me, on the port side, down here, there is the air conditioning system and another access to the engine room, which is very useful. It also provides air and light when you're working down here. Last thing is the Bezenzoni hydraulic system for the passerelle. So from here we will go out to see the crew accommodation. Climbing up, and the entrance to the crew accommodation is here on the starboard side with this small door. Few steps down, only 5 steps down, with a narrow corridor. You can find here one of the main switch panels, and then the head for the crew toilet just behind the door here. Everything looks clean and nice. A sink, and here you can also take a wet shower on the floor. Going left, there is a washing machine and dryer combined from Hoover, some storage space, and here we are at the crew accommodation, which is quite unusual but very good size for this kind of boat. Large normal size bed for the captain, another Pullman bed for additional crew, and even small pantry or crew mess to let the crew rest here. Natural light from port lights, 2 port lights, which is very nice. And down here a fridge that the crew can enjoy some chilled beverages, and just behind me a small TV. So that was the Ferretti 700 from 2012. The boat is somehow not used too much, as you can learn from the engine hours. Again, as I mentioned before, everything which is related to teak on this boat is in amazing condition here, as well as the teak decks. And here we are again in the water platform. Beautiful day down here, turquoise water, isolated island.